Welcome to my Life Skills channel. All of us will like to treasure some good experiences of our life. But these days, mostly among youngsters, you must have heard that they are using two phrases. One is let it go and number two is move on. Even elderly people, they are also using these two phrases, but mostly it has been used in case of relationship. That's why my today's topic is let it go and move on. Hello, I'm Nandini Das, academician, author and citizen journalist. As I always do, we'll discuss briefly what is let it go and what is move on. Then in the end, I'll tell you two ways how you can reposition yourself after let it go or move on. As I told you that we all like to treasure some good experiences that helps us in future also. Even experiences is necessary at workplace, but here let it go and move on is used in case of you have not that great experiences which are not helpful in your life. It's like learn unlearn. That's why you need to let it go and move on. Now, what is the meaning of let it go? Let it go means stop thinking about some unpleasant experiences in your life. It's not only about relationship. Suppose you didn't get good marks in your last exam, or you just have an argument with somebody, so you have to let it go, right? Now coming to move on is just close this chapter. Something finished, you just close this chapter and start a new one, start a new chapter or something new. That is move on. Now let's discuss a little bit more about let it go. I'm asking you, suppose somebody intentionally does something harm to you, will you really forget that? Mostly it is not possible for human beings, but for your own benefit you need to let it go. Why? Because first you need to have mental peace. Second, you need to progress in your own life. For your own development you need to let it go. Means stop thinking about the unpleasant experiences in your life. Just I said that, like didn't get good marks, or you have something you happened in your argument or quarrel or something, anything else. Now coming to move on. Nowadays you must have, especially in case of relationship people are talking, but I am not talking about those who are every week they are changing their boyfriend and girlfriend and saying that I am moving on and chasing or praying another boyfriend or girlfriend or relationship. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about genuine people, not only in relationship, even if at your work. Suppose you are genuinely contributed, you have contributed to your relationship, to your work, but you got a heavy suck from there. Then in that case you have to close the chapter and move on. Again, remember that it is not about your good experience. Suppose you had somewhere, you had a very good friendship or your very good experience at workplace, but there you are not moving on. You cherish that, take that, and that will help you in the future. Here we are talking about where your experience is not that good. There you need to move on. Now after this doing let it go or moving on means finish the chapter, but why you will do that? The answer is, when you don't do that, then you can go ahead. Just like you must have seen that rocket. When a rocket goes, how it needs some thrust, energy to push it up. But when it goes up and up, it leaves the heavier part and it goes up, isn't it? Likewise, you have to leave all those experiences which were not good for you, that will take away your mental peace, so also you can go ahead in your life. That's why you have to leave those things. You have to let it go and move on. Now coming to how you can reposition yourself back to start, you will back and stand on your own feet. Number one is, first of all, you need to respect yourself, you need to love yourself. That means you need to know your self-worth. Here I am not talking about misconception or overconfidence about yourself, but the real self, who you are, your worth. You should know that. When you know that, suppose you know that I am worthy enough to forget that person who was not who was not for me, meant for me, like that, right? But you should not be overconfident or something misconception about yourself. That's why I have a video on know your worth. I'll give the link in the description, you can watch that. And number two is, after this let it go and move on, how you can reposition yourself. Number two is, you know your thrust. What is the thrust? You know your goal. You know that what you want or need or should to accomplish in your future, whether it is relationship, it is a profession, whether it is something else, whatever it is, whatever you want to do. So you should know that your goal. What is your goal? What is your thrust? Maybe you want to achieve that, maybe that is your parents, maybe yourself, your ambition, or anything else. What inspires you, that is your thrust, or what is the goal. So you have that thing. Unless you have a goal, you can't do anything. Then what will happen? You will go back, not go ahead. So now you know that in which case we need really to use this let it go, or apply this let it go in our life and move on in our life, not only misuse this. And I hope as we use these phrases often in our life, and today's discussion is useful for you, so you will use this. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. See you soon. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye.